Hi, welcome to part 2 of my Minecraft Hardcore Survival series. I encourage you to check part 1 if you want to know a little bit more about this world. In previous episode, I have done some exploration, built an iron farm, and also got full diamond armor. Today I will do more traveling, so I can find more interesting biomes and all wood types. Also, I'm planning to start on some villager trading, enchanting, and finally build a raid farm. So immediately I went out for exploration. And soon after I found this ruined portal hidden in the sea. It had this golden apple, not enchanted but very nice. And of course this golden block. Traveling through the ocean is one of the best ways to find a lot of interesting loot, especially in early game. For example, I found this ocean ruin. I was very lucky, there were no drowns nearby to protect it. And I found this chest with buried treasure map hidden inside. Also I have found second map from the shipwreck nearby. Of course, I followed the map until I saw this amazing new land on the horizon. There were birch and dark forest. I actually needed those types of woods and bamboo, my island didn't have it. But first, I needed to find that buried treasure. I followed that X on the map and then dug down until I found this chest with Heart of the Sea that I could use later to create conduit. Very useful if you live on the island surrounded by water. I found yet another shipwreck, with some more loot and another buried treasure map. It was actually the same one as before, so I continued to travel. I love exploring in Minecraft. Just take time, look around, enjoy the view, especially from up top. And if you give it a time, eventually you'll get rewarded. I have decided to cross this huge river. I think it was excellent decision, because after climbing this big hill, I found even bigger mountain. It is absolutely breathtaking, especially with this beautiful looking meadow with all these flowers, and spruce forest nearby with this powdered snow. I almost died in. I think I need some leather boots. I didn't have any, so I just fell through in. It's actually dangerous, but I survived, because I actually needed to grab this spruce tree with couple of saplings, and a bucket of powdered snow, just in case. I found even more treasures, but my inventory was so full, so it was time to go back home. I was absent for a very long time, but my iron farm was working. Very successful, if I say so myself. Soon I realized that I was missing something important from my island, so I crafted some leads and jumped back to my boat. In my expedition I found some cows, and my island was really lacking them. On the way, quite close to my base, I stumbled across this ocean monument. Unfortunately, I wasn't yet ready to raid it. I really want to come back in future episodes and make guardian farm, possibly even train and completely transform. So subscribe if you want to see that. But today I need a cows, for leather and books. Of course, I couldn't resist to grab this cute donkey. He can carry some chests for me, before I get shulker boxes. Welcome to my island. I promise I will treat you well. Now it was time to establish some villager trading. So I grabbed this guy from village nearby. Of course, I started from the stick master. He is also useful at providing me some arrows. I wanted to protect him from all the threats, so I made sure nothing can spawn on my island by putting torches everywhere. It wasn't hard because my island is quite small. And I believe my Fletcher was very happy. He offered me this power 3 bow that I could combine in the anvil and make it even more powerful and protect myself from all the enemies. I think my villager deserved a friend, so I brought him a librarian. It was a little bit hard to convince him to give me a fortune, but after a little bit of persuasion, he got it. Not too cheap, but still. Thank you! It will be of great use to me. I made sure to power him up so I can check what are the next trades. It wasn't too impressive, but now I have fortune. I can go down back to my mine and get all the resources that I need. Always fortune. I went all the way to the bedrock again. Last episode in the search for diamond, I wasn't very lucky. I found just one diamond ore. This time I got new approach. Whenever I saw a patch of gravel, I made sure to collect it all. And soon I got rewarded. Diamonds! And this time not one. I got 6. 6 diamond ore blocks. And now with this fortune diamond pickaxe, I could turn it into even more diamonds. In fact, I got 14 diamonds. Great success. Apart from all the diamonds, I grabbed all the gold that I could find with all this fortune. It will be of great use to me in future. My new power bow that I got from the Fletcher was extremely helpful. I could easily fend myself against all the enemies in all these new big dark caves. Now I was more confident to do these underground explorations. And all these big caves are quite endless, but can offer a lot of interesting things. I found even more mineshafts that I haven't found before under my base. It led me to this amazing mineshaft in a lush cave. I think it looks just breathtaking. And not only it looked cool, it also led me to this minecart chest. Let's see what's inside. Golden apple? Not so bad. And really close nearby, second minecart chest, with more loot to grab. Then I almost missed those diamonds. Can't believe I just passed by. It would be a real mistake. Especially when I started to dig around, just in case. It's actually not 1 diamond ore. It's 3. I think I'm on the right way to become rich in Minecraft. Now it was time to make sure that my villagers are procreating. Look at them. So much in love. Please don't mind me. Look, they've got a baby. So cute. Cannot wait until you grow up. I was living right next to a very huge desert, but I haven't found desert pyramid yet, so it was time I changed that. On the bottom of every desert pyramid, there are 4 chests hidden that contain very valuable loot. I was really eager to find it, but I had to be extra careful. It's quite dark inside. What if creeper comes and falls on my head? There is hidden TNT on the bottom of the pyramid. I got saddle from the first chest and diamonds from second. 3 golden apples? Not enchanted, but maybe next time. I think it's pretty decent loot. Back home, my villagers have finally grown up, so they were finally ready to get new profession. I really needed to upgrade my tools and armor, so the struggle for getting good traits has begun. I was repeatedly breaking and putting this lectern until this librarian would give me something that I would love. For instance, this Power 5 book. But I really needed many more enchantments. So I made sure that I get more babies from these villagers. I gave them plenty of food and added some beds, so they're happy. Also, my village is located technically in jungle, so I got some jungle villagers. Additionally, I've got enough diamonds to make enchantment table. Also, I got plenty of levels from all the trading I did. Since I didn't have my own house yet, I decided to put this enchantment setup outside. Luckily, Minecraft Rain is not real and cannot hurt my books. I had 15 bookshelves to get all level 30 enchantments. I bought all the tools, armors and weapons from these villagers inside the iron farm, and disenchanted it all to be able to put new, powerful enchantments. Upgrading this iron farm was a great decision. Check out episode 1 if you want to see how. As my first enchantment, I decided to go for this looting 3 sword. Unfortunately for me, it came with bane on arthropods. I would really prefer to have sharpness on my sword. In my opinion, it's more universal. I was trying to go for more enchantments on my different tools. Unfortunately, I didn't find much luck either. Although I could trade with villagers for levels, I didn't have very reliable XP farm, so I needed to be extra selective while choosing the enchantments. Also, did you know if you put the torch like that, you can get lower level enchantments? It's a very useful trick if you don't have enough levels. Since I couldn't rely on my luck with enchantment, I started on establishing trades with my villagers. Actually, I needed mending, and you cannot get it from enchantment table. So, let's enrolling. In future, I'm planning to make a big city where my villagers could freely roam around, but for today, this guy should stay in the corner. It actually took me a very long time. I wasn't getting any good trades, and after a couple of Minecraft days, I was almost ready to give up. But I really needed that mending book. So after long time, I got it. Not so cheap. Hopefully in the future I can zombify them and make trades much cheaper. But I haven't been in the nether yet, so later. Before creating next librarian, I always make sure to power up this one until the max level. Sometimes you can have very interesting trades. Also, I created this farmer villager. He could feed others, and me. Soon after, I was ready to establish even more trades. With a lot of struggle, of course. Next thing, I got this silk touch enchantment. Quite cheap as well. In my opinion, it's one of the most important enchantments. After fortune, of course, and mending. Dealing with villagers is fun, but exhausting, and my island needed some attention. First, I decided to deal with big sand pile. It didn't look nice at all, and it needed to go. First, I was digging, but without efficiency and beacon it was too annoying, so I grabbed this TNT that I found before. It sped up the process quite a bit, and also exploding is fun. I didn't have an income of gunpowder yet, so all my TNT has finished pretty fast. So I needed to come up with different idea to terraform the area, so I chose moss method. It is incredibly easy. You just place one moss block and bone meal it. It easily spreads everywhere, and you just clean it up with hoe. It is so easy and satisfying. In the process, I was disturbed by this lovely merchant, and he offered me some ice. Thank you, good sir. May be useful. I finally finished this platform. Now it's ready for my future projects. In between, I was making more librarians. I really needed some protection. As always, it took really long time to find it. By the end, I was so sick of breaking and placing this lectern. But persistence is the key, especially when you know what you want. As you can see, this villager had jungle clothes. And honestly, jungle villagers are my favorite. So I put 2 jungle villagers together so they can make more jungle villagers. Actually, I want to collect every type of villager, even swamp. But since this is jungle island, I needed more jungle villagers. While I was waiting for the babies to grow, I wanted to finally take my donkey for a ride and show him the world. Also, it was very convenient. He could carry some goodies for me in his chests. After crossing this ocean, I could easily and fast traverse this desert. Before I got the elytra. Thanks to my donkey, I found this village pretty soon. And surprisingly, there was a desert pyramid, very much nearby. Of course, I couldn't resist to check it out. There was some horse armor inside, but unfortunately, my donkey cannot wear it. Anyway, I grabbed everything I could. It can be very useful later, especially all the gold and gunpowder. Next to the desert pyramid, I noticed this ruined portal. It had a lot of gold. Nice. I got so excited with all this exploration. I really didn't want to stop. And soon I got rewarded. I found Pillager Outpost. I feel so lucky. It actually changes everything. Immediately I decided to build a raid farm. I followed this Mystic Cat tutorial, because it's so easy and doesn't need much material. I found this relatively flat area. You really don't want any hills or open caves around, because it can impact your farm performance. While building the farm, I got attacked by this patrol, so I decided to keep the captain for later. In the end, I didn't need that outpost, didn't I? It's okay, until the next time. To get the raid started, I needed a villager. I found one in this village nearby, literally across the river. And I think he didn't mind either. Now that the villager was inside the farm, finishing it was very easy. I only needed to make killing chamber and collection area, 27 blocks below, so everything is one hit. I put slabs to make sure that no one would notice me, especially walkers. And of course, easy entrance, so I can go in and out. Then I finished water funnel and put some lava in place to kill all the ravagers. So at last, I was ready to start the raid. I killed this captain that was waiting for me all this time. Since it was only one captain, I could only get level 1 raid. It wouldn't take too long to beat it. All the villagers that spawn were attracted to this one villager that I trapped, so inevitably they got into my water funnel trap and fall down to the chamber where I would kill them. And ravagers wouldn't be any problem either. They would run into that lava and burn down. The raid has really great loot: emeralds, gunpowder, redstone, saddles, but most important, Totem of Undying. This is must-have in your hardcore world. It would really protect me from possible death and make sure that I live and don't lose this hardcore world. Extremely good news for me, as I had so many plans for this world, and I wasn't ready to stop anytime soon. Also, successfully finishing the raid gave me this Hero of the Village effect. Now all the villagers will be really happy to see me and give discounts for all the trades. Look at us, donkey. They will greet us as heroes. Let's hurry back. Finally, I was ready to buy all the protection that I needed for my armor, thanks to all of the discounted prices. Thank you, everyone. You did a great job. Now, with all the protection on my armor, I was ready to go somewhere else. So I grabbed all my gold. It will definitely come in handy. And also I made this nice and stylish golden helmet to make sure locals will be kind to me. Now, I'm ready to go to the Nether and eventually beat the Minecraft. I'm so sorry, but I'm out of time for this episode, so please tune in if you want to see more of Minecraft hardcore.